Hey everybody! Happy Sunday! It's Sunday again. It's another great day, and yeah, it's been another interesting week. I know for myself that my whole focus has been on keeping my heart open, and it's easier said than done at times, especially when we're going through what we're going through. So it's an interesting thing. I made a decision today. Hi, Laura. Hi, Angela. I made a decision the other day to take my yin training with Bernie Clark online. I was going to do this training in person in July in Vancouver, but of course, since Semper Viva has closed and we find ourselves in this situation, I decided to take it online live with him. So I'm super duper excited about that. I'm looking forward to having something to focus on. Yeah, and a lot of other little changes and shifts are happening in my life right now. And I'm just curious to see how things are going to play out. So yeah, it's very interesting. Hello to those of you who have just joined me. I wanted to talk a little bit today about a charity fundraiser that my sister Lorraine and I are doing. We were going to go to Thailand this past April to do our first international retreat. Of course, that got canceled, postponed until 2021. And one of the things we were wanting to do was to support a charity called Meta Charity. They support refugees that come across from Burma to Thailand. There's a lot of struggle in Burma, and they come across the border in order to escape all of that trauma and awfulness. So this Meta Charity is providing rice. Basically, that is all they are asking for. They just need rice to feed people. These people live usually on an entire family on $5 a day, and they've got nothing. They've got no government support. They can't work. And as soon as I kind of heard about it, it just broke my heart, and I wanted to do something to help. So we're doing a charity fundraiser. We're asking yoga teachers, we're inviting some yoga teachers and other spiritual, inspirational people to come and do a 15 to 20 minute video. And as a participant, you just pay $2. That's all you have to donate is $2. And you get to watch all of these videos for free. It's an honor system, so you could watch them all without paying if you wanted to, but I don't think you're gonna do that. Yeah, so that's kind of where we are at today. I wanted to talk about one thing before I dive into a really beautiful, gentle yoga practice. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how to see colors. So a lot of people, when they're trying to visualize things or they're going through like a guided meditation or visualization, it's difficult to see those colors. Well, I have a trick and a hack that I learned probably about 1.5 years ago. So you know how when you're sitting in the sunshine and you have your eyes closed and you can see red or orange, focus on that color and then focus on it like intensely, and the color will start to change. So if you're really just looking at the back of your eyelids, and at first I just thought, oh, it's because of the sunshine and all of this stuff. Well, that's not the case. The color can change, and I've actually been able to change it to match all the colors of the chakras. So practice doing this when you're sitting in the sunshine, enjoy the sunshine, and it's a pretty neat trick. I think you'll like it. Give it a try, and I'd love to know how it goes for you. So we are going to do a little bit of yoga today. Super gentle, lovely yoga. All right, my friends and my people. So come into a nice, comfortable seated position. And just settle gently down into your seat. Close your eyes. And just notice how you feel today in your body. Notice how you feel in your mind today. What kinds of thoughts are going through your mind today? Notice as well how you're feeling emotionally, and notice where you feel your emotions in your body. Dive in. How do you feel? Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale deeply through the mouth. Take 2 more deep breaths like this. Notice how your shoulders begin to release away from your ears with every exhale.
What? Hey. Yeah, I got a picture. Thank you for doing it well.
And begin to gently roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Continue to take nice deep breaths as you move. And then bring your shoulders back to center and tuck your chin into your chest and start to move into a half or full neck roll. If you are doing full neck rolls, do a few in the other direction. Close your eyes and commit to how you feel inside today. Notice what is happening for you. And gently bring your head back to center, chin parallel with the floor. Sit up as tall as you can. Start to move into Sufi circles. Take one shoulder across to the opposite side. Reach your chest out in front. Circle around behind. Close your eyes. Move intuitively. Exhale in front. Inhale around to the top. You can move at any pace. And gently come back to center, switch the cross of your legs and move in the opposite direction. Move slow and notice the difference from one side to the other. Deep breaths. Finish one more complete circle. And gently make your way back to center. You can come back to the original cross of your feet if you like. Inhale, raise your arms out to the side, up to the sky. Face your palms up to the sky and point your fingertips back behind you. Press your heels of your hands up towards the ceiling. And then slowly bring your arms out in front in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. And then bring your thumbs to touch and the tips of your index fingers to touch. Keep your fingers spread wide, but press your index fingers and your thumbs together, creating a diamond shape. Inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring them out in front. We'll move a little bit quicker. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more. Face your palms out to the sides. Bring your hands out to the sides, in line with your shoulders. Then bring your hands back behind you. You can plant your hands on your lower back and fan your elbows out to the sides, reaching up through the chest. If you have room for more here in your shoulders, move mindfully, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down. If there's still room for more, straighten out the arms and raise your arms. Wherever you are, you're simply opening up through the chest. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, bring your hands onto your knees. Tuck your chin into your chest. Start to round your spine behind you, leaning back. You can grab your knees and really lean back here. You may notice a little bit of a stretch in your legs as well. This is body dependent, of course, depending on what kinds of movements you've been taking in your life lately. Inhale, belly forward, chest up, roll your shoulders back and down, look up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, lean back. Inhale, belly forward, chest up, shoulders back, look up. We'll do 3 more seated cat-cow. And gently bring yourself back to center. Alternate rolling your shoulders back and down a few times. And come back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Just notice how you're feeling. Close your eyes and look at the back of your eyelids, or you can look at the space between your eyes, your third eye. In our lives, we create a screen in front of us. And when we close our eyes and go inside, we can start to see where the images and where our ideas and where our beliefs are coming from. Where do your reactions come from? What is happening inside that is causing you to behave the way that you do on the outside? How do you feel inside your body now? Is it hard for you to sit in silence? And it's easy to do this exercise while you're here with me, but I'm going to encourage you to try doing this frequently at home. Closing your eyes and being silent with yourself, not striving to meditate or trying to focus on a breathing exercise or yoga or anything else, but just simply sitting and being with yourself. And what do you see behind those eyes? And then as we're in this space, I'm going to invite you to set an intention for what you want to see. What do you want to see in your life? Do you want to see more love? Do you want to see more acceptance? Do you want freedom? Do you want to be free from the anxious sensations of comparing yourself to others? Do you want to understand people better? Do you want to have more patience? What is it that you feel you need more of in your life? Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Swing your feet out to one side so that the foot is on top of the thigh. Other foot is out to the side. Sit up as tall as you can. Start to turn toward this bent knee, not the foot, but the bent knee. You can take this hand behind you or beside you if you like and grab onto the knee. Looking as far over the shoulder as you like, but be mindful. If you haven't been doing a lot of stretching, you don't want to hurt yourself. And come back to center. And we're going to twist in the other direction. So take it easy. You may feel that you feel a bit of compression in your hip joint. If your knees don't like this, flex your feet. And then come back to center. Recline on your hands, pick up your knees, knees bent, feet flat, feet wide. Lower your knees right and left a few times. take your feet out to the other side. Sit up nice and tall. Turn toward the bent knee, not the foot, but the bent knee. Hand can come beside or behind. Other hand can come to the knee if you like. And just close your eyes and stretch how it feels good to you. Move slowly. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, return to center. Sit up nice and tall and then start to twist in the other direction. I know for myself this side feels quite different, so I'm going to move really slowly. Make sure that you sit up really, really tall before twisting. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. On your inhale, come back to center. Recline on your hands. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees come out to the sides. And just relax here. Try to relax your knees. Relax your hips. If you're more comfortable coming onto your forearms, you're more than welcome to come onto your forearms, or you can even lay on your back if you like. Take one more deep breath, see if you can release your buttocks. Let go of your inner thighs. Take one more deep breath. And then gently come back up to sitting. And today we're actually going to come to kneeling. I'm going to use my cool little knee mat. They used to sell these through Half Moon. And they stopped selling them, but I have a couple. And it's nice, it's like a little extra cush for the knees. For yourself, you can fold your mat a little bit for a little extra cushion, or bring in a blanket. Hands on your hips. Take your right foot out to the right side. Make sure that you're still up tall on your left knee, and make sure that the outside edge of your right foot is parallel to the mat. Lower your left hand to the floor. Reach your right hand up to the sky. If your neck is bugging you, look down. If this is too far, like if you feel like you might be collapsing because the floor is too far away, bring in a block or even a pillow. Can't see my head. That's okay, you don't need to see my face. If you like this stretch and you're looking for a little bit more, bring your arm over your ear, reaching your fingertips over to the side. Getting as long as you can to your right side. You'll probably feel this in multiple locations. If this is feeling really superb, you can look up and start to bring this hand back behind you. So you're opening up the chest even more, rotating your chest towards the sky. One more deep breath. Bring your arm back up to the sky and then onto your hip. Bring your knees together and come back up. Roll your shoulders one at a time, back and down. Take your left foot out to the left side. Outside edge of the foot is parallel to your mat. Standing up strong on your right leg still. Lower your right hand to the floor under your shoulder. Raise your left hand up to the sky. Reach with both hands with an equal effort. So you can imagine you're pressing up to the sky with this top arm. Again, if your neck is bothering you, look down. If you want a little bit more, bring your arm over your ear, reaching over your head. Feels so good. Best stretch ever. And again, if you want a little bit more, if you have a lot of flexibility in your body, you can start to turn your chest up to the sky. Relaxing your head, relaxing the arm. And then gently bring your left hand back up to the sky, hand onto your hip, knees together. I'm going to invite you to turn on your mat and come into child's pose. Feel free to shift the hips a little bit from right to left to settle into the pose, or you can place your forehead on the mat and press your head into the mat as you roll your forehead right and left. Take a nice deep inhale in child's pose. And then make your way up to tabletop. Start to lean your hips right and left, so press in your hips right and left a few times. I myself have been running much more consistently, I think, than I have been in the past, or maybe with more energy, I'm not sure. But my legs are definitely tight. So you might see a lot of running type stretches in the next couple of weeks. And then make your way back to center. Lower your forearms to the floor, lengthen your legs back behind you, and come all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes, make a pillow with your hands and look to one side. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. If you have room for it, you can point your toes to the outsides. Take a few nice deep breaths into your lower back. With every exhale, releasing the lower back. And then turn your head in the opposite direction. We'll take a couple breaths here. Bring your head back to center, bring your feet back together. Bring your hands beside your chest. Press up to the knees. Tuck your toes. Sit your hips back toward your heels, just slightly press back through the feet. You can lift up the knees here if that feels good for you. And then lower your knees back to the floor. Take your feet out from underneath you. Lengthen your legs along the mat. And lie down. Lie down flat on your back for a moment and just notice how you feel. You can take your arms out to the sides, palms up. And just notice where your body presses into the mat the most. On your next inhale, bring one knee at a time into your chest. One hand on each knee, roll from side to side. Knees can be closer together or further apart. And then bring your knees back to center. Take your hand onto your left knee. Push the knee away from your chest and then take it out to the side and circle it around back to the chest. Then take your right knee, press it away from the chest, bring it out to the side, to the armpit, back to the chest. And once again, alternating left and right. So making circles out and away, one at a time. And then we'll do both knees at the same time. Press the knees away. Separate them wide, bring them towards your armpits, back together at the chest. A few more circles like that. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a good squeeze. And then press your feet up to the sky, hold on to the outsides of your legs, point and flex your toes a few times. Rotate your ankles. And then rotate your ankles in the opposite direction. Flex your feet, and then start to bring your knee or your feet wide out to the sides. You can bend your knees here if you like. And when you get to where it feels comfortable, you can rock right and left a few times. It's like a wide leg, straight leg happy baby. Bend your knees, lower your feet to the floor. Bring your hands beside you, palms down on the mat. I'm actually going to shuffle down so you can see this a little bit better. Tuck your shoulder blades under you one at a time. And instead of having your feet really close to your seat, you're going to move your feet away a little bit. Knees are hip width distance apart. And your chin is neutral. So make sure your neck feels fairly comfortable here. On your next inhale, you're going to roll your pelvis away from your navel, and you're lifting your lower back up off of the mat like so. And then inhale, breathe in big. On an exhale, press your back into the mat, and then you're going to do a little tiny pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt, sorry, my voice keeps dropping off a cliff here. Inhale, roll the pelvis away, lift the belly. Exhale. Now, your chin may start to move here, and this is a good sign of a spine that's free of tension. Take a few more deep breaths in pelvic rocking belly breath. And then relax at center and set up for Shavasana. I'm going to hold space for you for 5 minutes, and then I will say namaste, and you can stay in Shavasana for however long you wish. So make sure that you feel comfortable and warm. However you like to take your Shavasana. Lying flat on your back usually. And just coming into a full rest pose. Allow your body to sink heavy into your mat. And I want you to think about what I was talking about earlier. About taking a look inside to see where all your reactions are coming from. Who are you? What are you manifesting? Spiritual work isn't always easy, but it is liberating. And it's always worth it. Relax your body. thank you very much for joining me. Your presence means a great deal to me. And I hope that you have the most wonderful Sunday or the most beautiful week if you're not watching this on Sunday. Thank you. Namaste.